Happy Tuesday evening, everybody. Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. Davenport Gymnasium, Harrisburg High School, Scott Hudson. The final three, and actually this is the final road game of the regular season for these Lions.
Yeah, it's hard to believe we're down to 3 regular season games left. Seems like just the other day we started the Pyramid Plus tournament, but Carterville comes here tonight with their tails between their legs a little bit. Losers of their last 3. I think you said 6 of their last 9. Playing a Harrisburg team that only has 9 wins on the season. However, from the start of the year to now, probably playing as good, if not better, basketball than most teams in Southern Illinois.
And you're exactly right. The Lions are coming off a pair of losses during the weekend. Friday night on the road at Nashville. Nashville picked up a 58-35 blowout win, 22-point victory over the Lions. And then on Saturday, Carterville trying to avenge what we thought was an upset loss at home earlier in the year back on January 10th to Sparta, 55-53. Turns out wasn't an upset at all because Sparta put the hammer on the Lions 71-59 on Saturday night. And that's not exactly, if you're Coach Shane Hawkins, how you want to go into the final week of the regular season.
Well, if you give up 71 points, probably 10 times out of 10 you're going to lose the game unless it's in overtime. But Carterville shot 50% in the game at Sparta. They made 9 threes in the game and still at one point late in the third trailed by 26 points. They just didn't play very good defense.
Well, and typically if you score 59 points in a high school game, like you said, 8 out of 10, you're probably going to win putting that many points on the board, but you got to give credit to Sparta. And I told Shane Hawkins a while ago when I was talking with him, I don't know that I really want to play Sparta in a first-round game. That's a tough regional they're going to be in, but who knows? And, if Sparta comes away with a first-round regional win, then maybe this loss doesn't look so bad.
Well, Sparta is very athletic, and the Harris kid has really improved from last year to this year, the big kid. Keene and Williams, 2 very good, quick guards that can penetrate. Yeah, they could surprise somebody in their regional.
We want to say congratulations to the Lady Lions. They won their first sectional game tonight and are moving on to the Sweet 16 in Class 2A. They beat Freeburg tonight 62-46, and a big, huge congratulations to Janiah Thompson. Janiah Scott Hudson is now the all-time leading scorer for the girls at Carterville High School.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a record that will probably stay for quite some time. And, she's just a great player along with her teammates. 16-point win tonight. They will face the winner of Nashville and Harrisburg, which is probably already started or getting ready to. But congratulations to Coach Crane and his girls.
Both teams are on the floor going through their pregame workout, and just moments ago I had a chance to talk to head coach Shane Hawkins about wrapping up the weekend, the games at at Nashville and at Sparta, and to kind of set the stage for tonight's game here against the Harrisburg Bulldogs. Stay tuned. We're going to continue with our Bank of Carbondale pregame report with Coach Shane Hawkins. It's next on News Radio WJPF. Brian, just go to commercial after this. How to troll the Astros this season. Bang on trash cans, take asterisk signs to the game, have teams offer fake bad tattoos, give the 2017 World Series to the Dodgers, and play clown music when the Astros are at bat.
They're going to have problems.
Carterville for the girls' game. Welcome back to Harrisburg High School. Dave McKenzie along with Scott and Hudson. And Scott, usually a bigger crowd at a Harrisburg boys game, but when the Harrisburg girls are playing for a sectional title, they kind of tend to flock that way, don't they?
Yeah, the boys are playing here in Harrisburg, and both the Carterville girls and Harrisburg girls are playing in Carterville. And not a lot of people here tonight, but usually this place is packed. Of course, some of it may have to do with Harrisburg's only won 9 games this year. I think that's part of it. But we're here, and I guess that's all that matters. And then the 2 teams showed up, and the officials, got to have the officials.
And the band. And the band is here. So, the Carterville Lions are getting ready to take on the Harrisburg Bulldogs. Carterville comes into tonight's game 12-15 on the season, whereas Harrisburg 9-14. And Carterville, unfortunately, not on the roll that you want to see coming into getting ready on Monday night to start regional play. And like you said earlier in this broadcast, it's not that they're shooting bad, but the defense has just been deplorable and just let guys cut through. I think one time you used the phrase like a turnstile, and that's what we saw again on Saturday night.
Yeah, that's got to be shored up before before tonight's game, but definitely before the regional start. You know, you look at the start of the year with the Pyramid Plus tournament, that's murderer's row for a school the size of Carterville when you got Mount Vernon, Collinsville, Marion. You're playing those guys in 1 week. Now at the end of the season, it's kind of a murderer's row too. You had Nashville, you've got Pinckneyville, you've got Heron, you've got a Harrisburg team that's playing much better than their 9-win record. So at some point, Carterville needs to find a win, and if you look at the next 2 games, this might be the best opportunity to get a win before the regional.
And then coming up Monday night, it'll be the first game of regionals playing in Vienna against Vienna And then if you get past Vienna Eagles, then you're looking at a second-round game against the Mount Carmel Aces.
Yeah, and again, I think it was a good draw, luck of the draw, if you will, for Carterville. Getting to play a Vienna team, I think they're the lowest seed, although, they are playing on their home floor, so that's a definite advantage. But they don't have to face, a Massac County in the second round. They don't have to face a Benton because Benton's been shipped to Carmi. So there are things that are in their favor. Now Carterville just has to take advantage of it.
Both teams are back on the floor after getting their final chats with Coach Shane Hawkins and, of course, Randy Smith-Peters. And I said, as you heard there moments ago with Coach Shane Hawkins, I said, one thing about a Harrisburg Bulldogs team is with Coach Randy Smith-Peters, you know what you get every single time.
Yeah, he expects a lot out of his kids, and he's gotten a lot out of his kids over the years. This is his 27th year. He's 494 and 302. His team, believe it or not, has already won 2 more games than they won all of last year. They only won 7 games last year. But he's a very good coach and very well respected, obviously, and he's going to have his kids ready to play.
And also, as a matter of fact, was inducted into the Southern Illinois Miners High School Coaches Hall of Fame this past summer and had an opportunity to spend the majority of the game in between innings and during the presentation talking with Coach Smith-Peters and just really enjoy chatting with him. He loves to talk basketball, and he'll talk it anytime, anywhere, however long you want to talk about it.
Well, he's had kids that have played basketball. Of course, his son Kyle's the head coach at John A. Logan. Had a son that played at SIU as well. And he's Mr. Basketball. You want to talk a little round ball, he'd be the guy to find.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to this contest here tonight. And can Carterville get the win on the road at Harrisburg? Boy, it sure would be nice to pick up a win with the Pinckneyville Panthers coming to town on Friday night. And as Scott mentioned, Heron coming to Carterville High School on Saturday night for senior night. And then the regionals starting on Monday. We'll find out as we are just moments away from the tip-off. We're going to go on and take our final break here on our Bank of Carbondale pregame report. When we come back, the starting lineup and the tip-off as the Carterville Lions take on the Harrisburg Bulldogs at Davenport Gymnasium on News Radio WJPF. Back in Harrisburg on a Tuesday night edition of Carterville Lions basketball here on News Radio WJPF. Of course, you can head to the YouTube channel tonight and watch a game along with Scott and I from our perch here high above Davenport Gymnasium. This is one of the cool old barns that you find on the Ohio side of the Mississippi river to river, or on the Ohio side of the river to river is what I'm.
It's
trying
like
to
an airport hangar is what it's like,
yeah.
and it's an old gym, one of the oldest in Illinois.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and we are up here in the loft again. Of course, we do games at Massachusetts County from a loft, but this is a little bit bigger. We're at center court. A great view. We could see things, develop on the floor, and been coming here a long time and a lot of memories here.
The other sectional game at Carterville at the end of the first quarter, Nashville leads Harrisburg 17-11. The winner's going to play the Carterville Lions Thursday at 7 for the sectional title. Carterville, the road team here tonight, and going with the starting lineup of Austin Garby for Coach Shane Hawkins, the 6'1 senior. Also, you have Nick Laird, the 5'11 senior. It is Caden Hawkins getting the start in place of Carson Pearson. Eli Downen, the 6'4 junior. And finally, it'll be Bryce Anderson, the 5'8 junior. So for Shane Hawkins, it'll be Garby, Laird, Anderson, Caden Hawkins, and Eli Downen. Randy Smith Peters, 9-14 on the season. They are the home team, and in their home whites here at Harrisburg High School. And the starting lineups now for the Harrisburg Bulldogs. It will be, they're going to go with Michael Gotze, the 5'11 guard. He's a sophomore. Also number 11, Zane Hayes, the 6'2 forward. He's a senior. Number 21 will be Brendan Watson, the 6'5 forward senior. He's a big boy for Coach Randy Smith Peters. Then number 23 will be Will Gibbs, a senior as well, the 5'11 guard. And finally, number 33, Andrew Biddle, the 5'10 junior guard for the Harrisburg Bulldogs.
Carterville switched up their starting lineup a little bit, kind of trying to find something that works because nothing's really worked recently. You got the freshman Caden Hawkins, who's, quite frankly, I don't know how he has anything left in the tank after the number of minutes he plays in the JV game, but he's very good for a freshman. He's got a high basketball IQ, obviously. He gets that from his dad. Nicholas Laird, who I think when he's come into games has given the offense a little bit of a boost. He's played well, and Coach Hawkins probably said, you know what, I'm going to reward both of you for playing well, and we're just going to see how it works.
You get what you give, and especially when it comes to playing time. And that's what we're seeing with the Carterville Lions here tonight, with Nick Laird getting the start and with Caden Hawkins getting the start in place of Carson Pearson. Both teams are on the floor. The officials are ready to go. Folks, thank you for tuning in to Lions basketball here from Davenport Gymnasium at Harrisburg High School on NewsRadio WJPF. The Bulldogs come away with the ball. They have it into the front court, moving right to left in their home white uniforms. And way out top with the basketball is Will Gibbs. Brings it to the left of the circle to Andrew Biddle. Puts his pass down inside the arc, kicks it to Gotze. He has the right-hand dribble on the left wing. Crosses over, takes it to the rack, lays it up off the glass. No good, and the rebound to Austin Garby. Outlet pass to Eli Downen. Carterville moving left to right. They have it in the front court, over to the left wing. Nick Laird looks to get it into the paint to Garby. He battles, getting a hold of the ball, dribbles, kicks it to the right wing. Wide open three-pointer from Bryce Anderson is good. Nice ball movement by the Lions, and Carterville's up 3-0.
Well, nice ball movement, nice recognition to find the open man Anderson out high.
Just underway here in this Tuesday night clash between these two teams. With the basketball is Gotze. He dribbles out high across the top of the circle, reverses back to the right. A wide open three from the right side, in, out, back in, and that falls for Will Gibbs.
Well, Carterville gets a three to start the game, and Harrisburg gets a three to answer.
Carterville has it. Up top, it's Eli Downen. Downen now to Garby. They work to the right wing. That's Bryce Anderson. Crossover. Shot off the iron. No good. Rebound coming down the lane is Brandon Watson for the Bulldogs. So the other way they have it, and they throw the ball away. The first turnover belongs to the Harrisburg Bulldogs.
Yeah, only 7 wins last year, as I said in the pregame. Only 9 wins this year. They've only played 23 games, which is rare for this time of year for a high school team.
That's what I thought. Carterville 12-15 on the season. Harrisburg 9-14. Carterville with the ball, and we're tied at 3. 6:20 on the first quarter clock. On the right wing with it, Nick Laird looks inside. Now he passes up top to Bryce Anderson. Bryce Anderson takes it into the arc, leaves it for Laird. Stutter step, travels with the basketball, and Carterville turns the ball over and gives it back to the Bulldogs.
Now Carterville hits a 3. Harrisburg comes down and hits a 3. Harrisburg comes down, turns the ball over. Carterville turns the ball over. Going to be one of those nights, huh?
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by SIH, a comprehensive network of care. Visit them online at SIH.net. 6:03 remaining here in the opening quarter. Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. Pass down into the low block. Watson kicks it up top. Long range 3 off the front of the iron. No good. Battle for the board. Garby's there. He's fighting. And it's Caden Hawkins that comes away with the basketball. Eli Downen across the timeline from the left elbow. He'll fire off the back of the iron too strong, and the rebound to the Bulldogs. Quickly the other way. Quick pace to this game here early. Spin move. It is Gonsi that puts the shot up and gets it to fall. 5-3, Harrisburg.
Not an easy shot, a little off balance, but he got it to go.
5:25 here in the first. Nick Laird gets loose into the lane, kicks it to Downen. He follows Laird down the lane, puts the ball on the floor, turns it over. Turnover number 2 on Carterville. The other way. Layup is bucket is good, and foul is called on Carterville's Caden Hawkins.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, you got to make sure he doesn't make that shot. Either that or just get out of the way, give up the 2. But, Caden just didn't get enough of him to keep him from scoring.
Zane Hayes will be at the line to try and complete the 3-point play. Free throw way short. Air ball, as a matter of fact. And that'll give the ball to the Lions. 5:13 in the opening quarter. 7-3, Bulldogs on top of the Lions. This Lions broadcast brought to you by City of Carterville, Mayor Brad Robinson, the entire City of Carterville, sponsors and supporters of Lions Sports. Nick Laird fires from just inside the arc. 18-foot misses, and Eli Downen gets fouled as he got the rebound and tried to put it back. That'll put Downen at the line, shooting 2 free throws.
Downen's been very good at the free throw line of late.
Zane Hayes picks up the first team foul for the Bulldogs. Eli Downen's first free throw was a little bit short. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Downtown Carterville for over 30 years. They can handle any heating or cooling system issue. Call 985-2502. Downen misses the free throw. Carterville gets the rebound, though. Garby has it, puts it up off the glass, can't get it to fall, and he gets fouled. And Austin Garby will go to the line to try to shoot 2 free throws.
Garby with a nice offensive rebound to keep that possession alive, and then couldn't get it to go, but he will go to the line to shoot 2.
And the foul is on Brandon Watson of Harrisburg. 2 team fouls now on the Bulldogs, and Garby hits the first free throw, and Carterville's to within 3. Carterville coming off a pair of losses last weekend at Nashville, at Sparta. The missed free throw. Downen gets the board, takes it to the hole, lays it up and in. Eli Downen has his first field goal. Carterville's dominating the boards here early on.
Yeah, 2 offensive rebounds results in 3 points.
They trail by 1, 7-6. Bulldogs with the basketball. Over, passes into the paint, chipped away. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Caden Hawkins for the Lions will bring it into the front court. Gets it to Laird. Carterville has 2-on-1 down low. The short jumper from Nick Laird is good, and Carterville's taken its lead. First lead of the game, 8-7.
Carterville had no trouble beating that press.
Up top, it's Gonsi. Man-on-man against Carterville's Bryce Anderson, and Bryce just picked up his first foul as he got into Michael Gonsi with a body. That's going to be team foul number 2 on the Lions.
Gonsi's listed at 5'11", but he looks taller than 5'11".
Yes, he does. Well, Bryce Anderson's listed at 5'8", so there's a pretty good mismatch there.
Yeah.
Bulldogs basketball. The inbound pass nicely played to Zane Hayes. He's able to bank it off the glass for the Bulldogs. He's got 4. Bulldogs up 1. Downen, Caden Hawkins, now the pass into the front court to Carson Pearson, who just checked into the game for the first time, replacing Nick Laird, who came to the bench.
Now Connor Hawkins replaces Bryce Anderson.
Foul is on the Bulldogs. Will Gibbs, his first. That's 3 team fouls now on the Bulldogs. Connor Hawkins to Eli Downen. Downen, crossover dribble, takes it down, gets it open into the lane, lays it home with the left hand. 4 now for Eli. Carterville's up 1.
Once he got by his man on the perimeter, nobody stepped out in front to stop him, and he just took it straight to the glass.
And he got by him easily.
Yes.
Bulldogs with it in the front court. It's Gonsi. Left-hand dribble between the legs. Pearson on him defensively. They switch off down and picks him up from there. Pass down to the paint. Turn around. Wild shot is no good. Inside the lane. The long 3 from the right side is buried from Michael Gonsi.
Well, Gonsi got the offensive rebound to keep that possession alive, and then snuck out to the right corner and hit the 3.
Bulldogs up 2. Caden Hawkins pops from about 12 feet. That's good for Hawkins. His first field goal of the game, and we're tied at 12.
Fun game so far.
Yes, it is. Like the pace, too. Under 3 to play. 12-12 the score. Over to the left corner. Long shot. No good. Rebound by Watson. Harrisburg keeps it. They have it on the right wing. Austin Garvey comes out and puts good D out on Zane Hayes. Way up top, trying to get inside the arc. Biddle double runs into a double team, and a foul is going to be called on Carterville's Carson Pearson as he got into the back of Brandon Watson.
And if Pearson doesn't foul him, Harrisburg's got a 3-on-1, and you can pick your poison at that point.
I would say that Brandon Watson was going to try to dunk it.
Probably.
Because he had an open lane right to the rack. Up top, the inbound pass comes to Watson. He controls. Now to the left wing. Andrew Biddle has Connor Hawkins on him defensively. Connor slaps at the ball. Doesn't get it. Now it's Will Gibb. He's going to slow things, bring it to the near side. Down low. Shot is short. The ball's on the ground. And 2 Carterville Lions, Connor Hawkins and Eli down under there. They tie it up with Harrisburg's Brendan Watson. And the possession arrow is going to give it to the Lions. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702. Down and finds Austin Garvey. He can't catch the pass cleanly, bobbles it, travels with it, and gives it right back to the Bulldogs.
2-on-1, you could see it forming from about midcourt, and Garvey just could not handle the pass.
We're tied at 12, 2:05 remaining here in the opening quarter. Gonsi gets it down to the low block. It's slapped around, and controlling it is going to be Zane Hayes, and he was fouled from behind, and I think it was Austin Garvey that got into him, and that's going to be team foul number 4 on the Lions.
Hickson coming in the game now for Carterville.
It's kind of early from when we typically see Hickson come into the game.
Well, I think after what Coach Hawkins saw Saturday night, and even to an extent Friday night, he's gonna switch things up. He's gonna give guys opportunities to get more minutes.
Absolutely. Pass down low, inbound is good by Michael Gonsi. He's got 7 in the game, and it's a 2-point lead for the Bulldogs. Minute 45 remaining in the opening quarter. Caden Hawkins matched up man-on-man against Michael Gonsi into the front court, nearly threw it away. Turnover on the Lions. The Bulldogs come away with it. Here they go the other way, up off the glass, no good. Jake Hickson pulls down the board for the Lions.
Harrisburg misses a bunny.
Crossover dribble by Caden Hawkins. Gets it to his brother Connor on the left wing. Back up top it's going to go. Throws it down to the left corner. Eli down and launches for 3. Off the back of the iron, no good. And it's Michael Gonsi with a board. Into the front court. Hayes to Gibbs. Now over to the far corner. Long 3. Rebound, Carson Pearson. As the ball come off the back of the rim. 1 minute remaining in the opening quarter. 14-12. Bulldogs with a 2-point lead. Eli Downen, left-hand floater as he drives the baseline is good. Eli has 6 first quarter points, and we're tied at 14.
Yeah, good job by Eli to avoid running into the defender in the lane.
Harrisburg has it. Way off balance shot. Hits off the side of the glass. It's caught by Darian Barners, and somehow the shot taken by Zane Hayes is good. And it's a 2-point lead with 25 seconds remaining for the Bulldogs. Gateway Legacy leads Marion tonight 13-9. That's after the first quarter. 16-14 here with 15 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Carterville with the basketball. Well, they'll try to hold for the final shot. Caden Hawkins tries to work the pick, set by Eli Downen. Connor Hawkins is going to fire from three. Off the iron, no good. It's Jake Hickson there with the rebound and the putback at the buzzer. Jake Hickson, nice work in the paint. And Carterville's tied this game up at 16 as we head to the second quarter. Stay with us. Carterville basketball continues on News Radio WJPF. (16-16). At the end of the first quarter, Carterville and Harrisburg are tied at 16.
Carterville, good shooting first quarter, 58%, 47% for the Bulldogs.
Carterville led in scoring by Eli Downen. Harrisburg led by Michael Godsey. Harrisburg has the ball to start play here in the second. Again, congratulations to the Carterville girls, a 62-46 win over Freeburg to advance to the sectional finals coming up Thursday night at 7 o'clock, awaiting the winner of the Nashville-Harrisburg game that's going on there at Carterville right now. Turnover on the Lions.
Yeah, Connor Hawkins got the ball at the top of the key and took steps. Carterville's already got 5 turnovers in this game.
We're tied at 16, 7.5 remaining in the first half. With the basketball, the Bulldogs, that's Michael Godsey over to the right corner to Will Gibbs. Gibbs works it around to the left wing. Once again, that's Gonsi there. Now top of the circle, long three, top of the key is buried by the Harrisburg Bulldogs.
He had time to set, shoot, look, eat a sandwich, and he hit it from top of the key.
Zane Hayes hit that shot. Harrisburg up 3 now. Lions into the front court. On the right wing, that's Carson Pearson. Now to Connor Hawkins, back to Pearson right side. One dribble, left-hand dribble back across between the legs. Needs some help, gets it from Downen. Pass down low, Jake Hickson's there, left-hand layup. Nice assist from Eli Downen.
Hickson's having himself a first half. He's already got 3 rebounds and 2 baskets.
And 4 points, and the miss on the other end by the Bulldogs gives it right back to the Lions. Here comes Eli Downen. That would be nice to see a big man combo of Downen and Hickson get rolling. 6.5 remaining here in the half. Harrisburg by 1. Kick out to Eli Downen. He drives, got a lane, but just missed the layup, and he knows he missed it bad. Quickly the other way. Godsey takes it, has the ball slapped out. It winds up with Andrew Biddle. He puts the shot up, gets fouled, and Andrew Biddle will go to the line to shoot free throws for Coach Randy Smith-Peters.
I don't know if Eli was so shocked how wide open he was going to the hole, or it just maybe came out of his hand funny, but he missed an easy layup.
Connor Hawkins picked up the foul. The free throw is good by Harrisburg's Andrew Biddle. That's his first point of the game. I just got an update. Nashville leads Harrisburg at the half 23-17. That's in girls sectional play at Carterville High School. The winner will take on Matt Crane and the Carterville Lions. Second free throw is good from Biddle. And it's a 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. Austin Garby winds up on the floor on his face as he got tripped by Darian Barners. Barners picked up his first foul. That's going to be team foul number 4 on the Bulldogs.
They got some sweat on the floor, trying to dry it up with their shoes.
Another update, Murphy leads Wayne City 15-12. That's in the second quarter. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Home Renew, serving all of Southern Illinois. Protect what matters most with Home Renew. Storm damage repair, gutters for roofing, giving you peace of mind. Call 694-9100 for Home Renew. Coming up on our Thad Ellett Plumbing halftime report, Scott and I will break down this game. We'll update scores from around Southern Illinois and get you set for the rest of the week sports-wise here on News Radio WJPF. Connor Hawkins has it on the right wing, leaves it to Bryce Anderson. His 12-foot jumper is good. Bryce has his second field goal. He's got 5. Carterville's within 1.
Carterville's still shooting the ball well here in the first half.
Godsey over to the left corner. That is Will Gibbs. Now it comes up top to Biddle. Gets it back to Will Gibbs. Gibbs looks inside. Harrisburg lines up and right across the free throw line. Now they break. Godsey has it to the right wing. Back up top it goes. Taking it to the elbow. Ball stripped away. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Here come the Lions. Nice give to Carson Pearson. Right-hand layup is good by Pearson. Here's his first field goal, and Bryce Anderson, a nice dish on the 2-on-1 break.
Yeah, and a nice steal in the front court for Harrisburg.
5:02 remaining in the half. Bulldogs into the front court. Carterville, the 1-point lead. The ball stripped away again. Here come the Lions. Bryce Anderson has the ball slapped from behind. Nice defensive play by Darian Barners to get back and block that shot. The layup from Anderson.
Yeah, that's 4 turnovers for Harrisburg now. 2 on their last 2 possessions.
Carterville's ball to our right. 4:55 remaining in the half. Austin Garby gets fouled hard as he hit the floor. And Garby, who just flung the ball up at the rim, gets fouled and will go to the free throw line. He's pretty good about that.
He is very good about that. I don't know why he didn't play football.
Yeah.
Carterville 1 of 4 from the line, so they need to improve on that.
The foul was on Michael Godsey, his first. Garby hits the first free throw. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Tony Gates State Farm. With more drivers than any other company, get to a better state with Tony Gates and State Farm Insurance. Carterville up by 2, 23-21. Austin Garby, the senior at the line. His second free throw is good. Austin's got 3 points, all off the free throw. Carterville's up 3. Godsey into the front court. Anderson on him defensively. They work it to the left corner. Right-hand dribble comes up between the circles. With the basketball, Andrew Biddle backs it up onto the logo at midcourt. Into the front court side, though. Caden Hawkins on him defensively. Now to Godsey, now to the left wing. Back to Biddle. Biddle, top of the circle. They go right side now. Drives, dumps it over to the left wing. The shot, head fake, not there. Nice D by Austin Garby to shut that off. 4-13. Carterville's getting a hand for the good defense by the Lions fans here on the road. Up 3, corner pocket shot, no good. Rebound to Austin Garby. He gets it to Downen. Downen takes it into the paint. Tried to bank it off the glass, no good. Garby, his shot put back is no good. The ball's on the floor, and coming away with it is Darian Barners. On the run, a foul from behind is going to be called on Carterville's Bryce Anderson.
Carterville missed not 1 but 2 shots right at the rim. Eli's was contested. Still, I'm sure he felt like he could have made that. He switched from his left hand to his right hand. Garby was there to get the offensive rebound and just missed.
That's 2 layups that Eli's missed here in this first half. St. Louis Blues lead the New Jersey Devils 1-0 at the 9-minute mark in the second period. Harrisburg trails this game by 3, 24-21, and a foul called on the Bulldogs.
Now both teams have 5 turnovers now.
It's called on the 5'10 junior guard, Andrew Biddle, giving it right back to the Lions. 3:30 remaining here in the first half. 24-21, Lions with the lead and the ball. Austin Garvey, left of the circle, gets it to Downen. Now they work to the right wing. Nice feed from Laird to Downen. Takes it to the hole, gets it to roll just over the front of the rim. He's got 8. Carterville's pushed the lead to 5.
Good first half so far, minus the turnovers.
5 turnovers for each team here. Harrisburg has it. Godsey, crossover dribble to the left wing. That's Biddle, and a travel called on Andrew Biddle. Gives it right back to the Lions, and Carterville needs to keep the heat on and take advantage of these turnovers.
Yeah, turn those turnovers into points.
You know what they call that stat? Points off turnovers.
Okay.
See how that works?
It's called pot.
And welcome to the state of Illinois. 26-21. I digress.
Hey, it's been a long year.
Whistle and a foul called on the Bulldogs. It's going to be on Harrisburg's Darian Barners. That's going to be foul number 2 on Barners. 17 fouls. So now Caden Hawkins goes to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 for the Carterville Lions. Darian Barners checks out. Murphy leads Wayne City 21-13 at the half. Carterville up 20 by 5, 26-21. The freshman Caden Hawkins, who got the start tonight, his first freshman start, misses the free throw, and the rebound comes off to Michael Gonsi of the Bulldogs. Takes it into the front court to the right elbow. Passes left side to Zane Hayes, now between the circles. That's Biddle. That's Will Gibbs. Right-hand dribble, crosses over, takes it to the left wing, pulls up the dribble, now needs some help. Gets it to Biddle, now to Gonsi. He's way up top, takes it, spin move into the paint, off the glass, though good. Rebound to Austin Garvey. He slows things down, gives it to Eli Downen. 2:10 remaining here in this second quarter. Carterville's ball. Garvey looks inside. Downen's asking for it. Has his defender on his hip. The shot from the left wing, no good. Long rebound comes off to the Bulldogs. Behind the back, nice move by Will Gibbs. Takes it to the rack, lays it home. Will Gibbs took it coast to coast. He's got 5, and they pulled to within 3.
Yeah, that's only their second field goal of the second quarter, too.
On the right wing, Bryce Anderson. Skip past the left wing, Garvey. He dribbles into the paint, dumps it back to the right side. Nick Laird has it. Left elbow, sets the screen for for Garvey. It's the three-pointer from Downen from the right side, no good. And the rebound to the Bulldogs. Down low, little short jumper off the glass is missed by Watson from just above the free throw line. Shot is no good. Godsey gets the rebound, takes it to the hole, gets fouled, and Michael Godsey will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws for the Bulldogs.
Well, both teams have done a good job on the offensive boards. Carterville has 5 offensive rebounds. Harrisburg has 6.
The foul is on Carterville's Eli Downen. That's going to be the first on Downen as Godsey. He gets the first free throw to fall. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Subway, where you can try the new Subway Fresh Values, starting at just $1.89 each. They are freshly prepared right there in front of you for a limited time at participating stores. Gonsi hits the second free throw, 9 in the game for him. 1:09 remaining, and it's a 1-point game. Carterville leads it 26-25. They did a nice job breaking the press. Caden Hawkins now to Carson Pearson. Carson, the senior, left-hand dribble to Eli Downen. Downen looks inside, drives, takes it to the block. Little right-hand floater is good from Eli Downen. He's the double digits. He has 10. Carterville's up 3, 40 seconds remaining.
See if Carterville can finish out strong.
Crossover dribble on the far side, Will Gibbs to the corner. That is Andrew Biddle. Biddle comes up, gets it to Gonsi. He's up top, way up high in the far corner. Gets the screen, dribbles around, now to the near side. Back up top it goes to Harrisburg's Andrew Biddle. 18 seconds on the clock. Biddle holds here as the Bulldogs will hold for the final shot. Biddle, right-hand dribble toward the right side. We're under 10 now. We're at 6, 5 on the clock. Gonsi at the elbow. Spin move, run over the defender. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Pearson did all he could do to keep Godseed from getting into the lane. And he got the ball. I'm not for sure if that was Garby that knocked the ball out or down. But Harrisburg will have the ball with 1.4 seconds. Not a lot of time.
They trigger from the baseline. They get it to Godseed. Shot at the buzzer is too strong. Air ball, as a matter of fact, and that's going to end the first half of action. Carterville leads the Harrisburg Bulldogs as we go to the half, 28-25. Stay tuned. Our Thad Ellett halftime report is next here on News Radio WJPF. Whew. What time is our pregame show Thursday?
5 to 6.
5 to 6.
Yep.
We're at the half at Harrisburg. Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson and the Carterville Lions. Scott Hudson put 28 first half points on the board.
Well, they shot well from the field, first and foremost. 54% from the field shooting. They only had the 1-3 in the game, and that was the first field goal of the game. But Harrisburg only 37% from the field. Carterville only 4-7 from the free throw line. Harrisburg 4-5 in that first half. Both teams had 14 rebounds. Carterville was led by Garby with 5. Godsey led Harrisburg with 4. Harrisburg 6 turnovers. Carterville 5 turnovers. But overall, a very good first half of basketball by the Carterville Lions.
When you look at the scoring for the Harrisburg Bulldogs, they're led by 2 players. Michael Godsey and Zane Hayes each have 9 points. Will Gibbs has 5 for Coach Randy Smith-Peters, and Andrew Biddle contributed 2 points. Harrisburg 25 first half points for the Bulldogs. For the Carterville Lions, they're led by the 6'4 junior Eli Downen, who is the only Lions player into double digits. He has 10. Jake Hickson got some important minutes there off the bench to help out Downen on the inside. He has 4.
Well, Downen played well. I thought Garby had a very good first half. You know, and the 2 new starters, Laird and Caden Hawkins, I thought played well. Probably one of the best first halves of basketball we've seen in a while from Carterville.
Well, and you know what? This is exactly what Shane Hawkins was wanting. You know, he started Caden Hawkins in place of, Carson Pearson, trying to generate. He said, as we heard on the pregame report, he just wants some fight out of this Lions team. He hasn't seen that, and he talked about that last weekend. Just didn't like the heart that was being shown by this squad, and he's trying to find that matchup of guys that are competitors that want to go out there and try to win a ball game.
I can tell you that when I was a young kid, my dad put a sign of a little kid with a baseball bat, I believe, on my bedroom door, and it said, "Show me a good loser, and I'll show you a loser." In other words, don't accept losing. You know, you want to play hard, you want to try to win. Yes, you're not going to win every game, but don't accept it. Make that a motivation to come out and play harder the next time.
Others getting into the scorebook for the Lions, Caden Hawkins with 2. Bryce Anderson had a 3-pointer and a field goal. He has 5. Nick Laird with a field goal. Austin Garmy had 3 free throws for the Lions. He's at 3 points. And Carson Pearson with 2. 28-25 our score here at the half. We're going to continue on our Thad Ellett halftime report as we run down area basketball scores. The Carterville girls advance to the sectional finals. All the details are coming up next. Our Thad Ellett Plumbing halftime report continues on News Radio WJPF. (28-25) the score here at the half. Running down the scores that we, updating scores that we do have. The Carterville girls, they beat Freeburg tonight in the first game at sectionals. Carterville wins 62-46. They'll play in the sectional finals coming up on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. And we want to say congratulations to Janiah Thompson. Janiah, the all-time leading scorer for the Carterville girls basketball team. Of course, going to SIU, going to play for Coach Cindy Stein. Get to watch her play some big-time college basketball next year. But also, you got to say, what a great season and a great career for Abby Crane, Megan Barton, all 3 of the seniors, 1,000-point scorers. Carterville is on a roll right now.
Yeah, they are. You know, they would love to end this season with a state championship. You've got 3 girls, as you said, that are 1,000-point scorers. They've played very well all year, ranked 2nd in state. You get the sectional at home. I mean, it's trending that this is still going to be a little longer season for the girls.
We'll just keep it at that.
Yeah.
As we update some other scores that we have, the latest we have, the Marion Wildcats lead Gateway Legacy 31-26. Also at the half, Murfreesboro on top of Wayne City 21-13. Those are the only scores I've got here so far this evening. But here at the half, the Carterville Lions lead the Harrisburg Bulldogs 28-25. Scott, how do they need to play second half basketball?
The same way they played the first half. You know, take care of the ball. Really only 5 turnovers. You can live with that as a coach, I think, in a half of basketball. But you've got to lead at half, something you haven't had in a while. You've got to learn. You've got to put the pedal to the metal, as they say, and force your will on Harrisburg. Harrisburg's got some good outside shooters. They missed some shots in that second quarter. Harrisburg only had 2 field goals in that second quarter. You figure that's going to probably change a little bit, but Carterville's just got to keep going inside to Downen and or Garby, and if they eventually double team those, somebody's going to be open on the outside.
The last halftime lead the Carterville Lions had was at home against Anna Jonesboro. We're going to go on and take our final break of our Thad Ellett Plumbing halftime report. When we come back, second half action is next on News Radio WJPF. Kyle Smith Peters in the house. Back at Davenport Gymnasium, Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. 28-25, Carterville on top. Coach, head coach of the John A. Logan Volunteers, Kyle Smith Peters here. It's like he's running for office when he walks in here, shaking hands, kissing babies.
Just wants to see his dad's team win, probably, more than anything else.
I'm sure. Great season by Kyle and the Logan Volunteers. Carterville has the basketball to start playing in the second half. They are moving from right to left on your radio dial. Have the basketball. Eli Downan's 10-foot jumpers off the back of the iron. Rebound comes off to Michael Gonsi. First possession of the half for the Bulldogs. They trail by 3, 28-25. Gonsi dribbles around the top, brings it to the right wing. Now it goes up top to Will Gibbs. Long range three, top of the circle's no good. Taken by Andrew Biddle, and the rebound to the Carterville Lions. Bryce Anderson behind the back dribble to Eli Downan. They work to the left wing. Starting for the Lions, it's Caden Hawkins who turns the ball over. First turnover of the half for the Lions. Whistle and a foul on the other end as Nick Laird fouls Will Gibbs to put him at the stripe. On the floor for the Lions includes Caden Hawkins, Austin Garby, Eli Downan, Nick Laird, and Bryce Anderson, the original starting five of tonight's game.
Caden just lost control of the ball as he was going from the left side to the right side into the paint.
At the stripe, Andrew Biddle, his first free throw is good. He's got 4 in the game. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, downtown Carterville for over 30 years. For installment or repair, call 985-2502. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, downtown Carterville. Gibbs hits both free throws. He's got 6 in the game. Carterville has the ball. Downan left of the circle to Garby. Garby dribbles one time, hands it to Bryce Anderson. He takes it to the right elbow, puts it high off the glass, gets it to fall. Bryce Anderson has the bucket. He's got 7.
Tough shot, but he got it to go off the glass.
Carterville up 3, 30-27. With the ball, Gonsi on the left side, over to the far corner. Down toward the low block. Now they kick it to the left wing. Crossover dribble, takes it to the hole. Nice bounce pass to Darian Barners, who's able to get that to fall. His first field goal, and he got fouled, so the chance to go get the bonus point at the stripe.
Well, Harrisburg broke the Carterville defense down, and it allowed for that odd man situation for the Bulldogs underneath, and Barner's going to try to get the old-fashioned three-point play.
Nick Laird picked up the foul. That's foul number 2 on Laird, and Barner's free throw was too strong. Rebound to the Lions. Carterville's up 1, 30-29. Nick Laird loses the handle, has to throw it over to the left wing. Down and steps inside the arc, fires from about 15, and we have a whistle and a foul. It's going to be called on Carterville's Austin Garby. I do believe should be after the basket. It is.
Yeah, all of a sudden you just see, I think it was that Gibbs that just was like he was shot out of a cannon, courtesy of one Austin Garby.
Foul number 2 on Garby, third team foul here in the first minute, 45 for the Lions in the third quarter. Crossover dribble by Gibbs. He takes it all the way to the low block, reverses, now wide open three, top of the key, off the iron, no good. Eli Downen had the rebound, lost it. It's Barners that has it. Turnaround jumper from Barners too strong, and it's Bryce Anderson that settles it down. Outlet pass to Austin Garvey underneath the bucket. Can't get a shot off. Right-hand layup is good finally from Austin Garvey as he did a pirouette in the lane. Carterville's up 5.
Nice job by Garvey to collect the pass, regain his composure, and score.
Gibbs tried to dump a pass down low. He turns it over. Here come the Lions the other way. Bryce Anderson quickly dumps it to the right side. Garvey wants to drive the baseline. Anderson, step back jumper from the left wing, no good, and a rebound to the Bulldogs. The pace is picked up here the last 2 possessions for these teams. Carterville leads by 5 at the 5:20 mark of the third quarter. Bulldogs with the basketball. Gonsi's going to slow things down. Carterville still matched up man-to-man. Rarely will you see them go to zone. Wide open three from the far corners, buried from the far side by Gibbs. He's got 9 points in the game, and they have Harrisburg's pulled to within 2, 34-32.
They have 3 threes in this game. Carterville only has 1.
Downen. Little right-hand hook is no good from Downen, and a rebound putback is good from Austin Garvey. And again, Austin Garvey gets fouled and will go to the line to shoot the free throw.
He's got 3 offensive rebounds, 6 total for the game. He's had a nice game tonight.
And we're starting to see, we saw a chest bump from Eli Downen to Garvey, starting to see a little
playing with a little emotion.
Emotion, that's the right word. Garvey's free throw was good, and that's exactly what Shane Hawkins said in the pregame conversation. He needed to see from this team. Regionals are coming up in less than a week, and a chance for Carterville to win a couple of games at regionals. 37-32 Lions, the 5-point lead. Harrisburg with the basketball. Bounce pass is thrown away. It went right through the legs of Darian Barners, and it gives the ball back to the Lions.
Now the closest one to that pass was the official underneath the basket.
Carterville quickly into the front court. 4:20 remaining in the third. Shane Hawkins pacing left and right in front of the bench. Shouts out instructions to his Lions. Garvey. Crossover now to the right side. Nice head fake from Carson Pearson. The shot off the back of the iron, no good. Barners comes away with the rebound, but a nice job by Caden Hawkins to reach in and get a hold of the ball, tie it up, and it's going to keep the basketball with the Harrisburg Bulldogs.
Yeah, good job by Caden Hawkins. Once Barners brought the ball down, Hawkins got his big paws in there.
5-point lead, 37-32. Under 4 to play here in the third quarter. It is Andrew Biddle. Takes it to the far side. Gonsi cut off on the baseline. Backs it up. Now he floats toward the left wing. Pulls up the dribble. Gets it to Barners. Barners wants to drive the baseline. Puts an elbow right into the chest of Carterville's Bryce Anderson. And a charge foul is called on Darian Barners. That's going to be his 3rd foul, Scott Hudson.
Got to get Barners out of the game. He was not a starter, but good job by Anderson to cut him off on the baseline and force him to run him over.
Still a 5-point lead for the Lions. Length of the floor to go. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the City of Carterville. Download their app you can find at the Google Play or the Apple App Store. Won't cost you anything. Keep you up to date on what's happening in the city. Also important information will be passed along on the app. Thanks to Mayor Brad Robinson, the City of Carterville, for their sponsorship of Lions sports all season long. Connor Hawkins misses the three-pointer from the left wing. Bulldogs get the rebound and a foul as it is Connor Hawkins that comes flying in and bumps into Gibbs. And Connor's just picked up foul number 2, and that's going to be team foul number 4 on Carterville.
Yeah, Connor, I think a little frustrated on the open 3. Just a little short, and then he comes down and fouls at about 20 feet out.
Eli Downen's going to get a breather. He comes to the bench as Jay Kickson checks in to replace him. Gonsi now to Gibbs. Gibbs behind the back dribble, wants to take it down the paint, runs right into Jay Kickson and a blocking foul, Connor Hawkins. And Connor Hawkins now has 3 personal fouls, and that's going to be team foul number 5 on the Lions here in the second half.
Carterville's had, 2-3 opportunities to extend this 5-point lead and have not been able to do that.
But on the other hand, Harrisburg hadn't cut into it.
Nope.
But they can now from the free throw line. At the stripe is going to be Will Gibbs, the 5'11 senior guard. His first free throw is good. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the IBEW Local 702, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Gibbs' second free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net. 11 now for Will Gibbs, and it's a 3-point lead for the Lions. Carterville gets it to Garby. Bounce pass to Connor Hawkins toward the left corner. They work the perimeter to Carson Pearson. He's on the right wing. Looks inside, left-hand dribble, brings it up top. Connor Hawkins thought about the three. Passes to Pearson, right wing. Throws the ball to the left wing. That's Austin Garby. Garby wants to drive, kicks it back to the wing to Anderson. Anderson pulls up the dribble. Now Garby has it. Baseline drive, gets a layup right down the left side of the baseline. Austin Garby is into double digits. He's got 10, Scott.
Well, he's played a heck of a game to this point.
39-34, back to the 5-point lead. 2:15 remaining in the third quarter. On the left wing, the ball is out of bounds, and Garby did a nice job defensively on the far side.
Garby was going so fast, I thought he was headed to El Dorado.
He was. And we have a timeout called, our first timeout here in the second half. We'll take a 60-second break. This is Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Yep. It's a 30, but I'll give you 60. Back at Harrisburg, Will Gibbs missed a three-pointer for the Bulldogs. The Lions have the basketball in the front court. It's Connor Hawkins to Bryce Anderson. Now they go to the right wing. That's Austin Garby. Back to Anderson. Carterville spreads it out. 1:42 remaining in the third quarter. Carterville up 5, 39-34. The pass, bad pass from Carson Pearson. Harrisburg the other way. They turn it over and give it back to the Lions. Here come the Lions from the left corner. Three is buried from Connor Hawkins. His first field goal of the game, and that's a huge one. That gives the Lions an 8-point lead.
And Carterville's first three of the game since they hit the very first shot of the game.
Minute 15 on the third quarter clock. Carterville up 42-34. Harrisburg basketball. Bounce pass top of the key, driving down the lane. That is Gibbs, and he gets fouled. The bump foul is going to be called on Connor Hawkins, and that's going to be 4 fouls on the sharpshooter for the Lions.
He just didn't get over in front of Gibbs and set himself. So he's probably going to come out after this free throw.
Will Gibbs, first free throw was good. So Connor Hawkins comes out. Eli Downen will come in. Caden Hawkins will come in, replacing Austin Garby, who gets a handshake and a clap from Shane Hawkins. 7-point lead, 42-35. Lions on top. Nick Laird will come in at the next opportunity after the free throw, a whistle, or the rebound to Caden Hawkins. 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. Lions led it 28-25 at the half. They've put 10 points on the board here in the third quarter. Carson Pearson head fake right in the circle. Has Gonsi on him. Gets it to Bryce Anderson. Will Carterville hold for the final shot? They like to hold it as long as they can here if it's under a minute to go. Caden Hawkins wants to hold, fires from just inside the free throw line. Downen got the rebound. Right hand hook is good from Eli Downen. He has 14. Carterville up 44-35, their biggest lead of the game.
Carterville has 9 offensive rebounds tonight.
Godsey gets a runner down the lane. The right-hand layup quickly. He's got 11, 44-37. Carterville. 10 seconds on the clock. Pearson over to the right wing. They work it around. Eli Downen has it. Now, Bryce Anderson, 2 seconds. One shot partially blocked. That's how we're going to end the third quarter. Carterville leads the Harrisburg Bulldogs 44-37. We're heading to the fourth quarter on News Radio WJPF. Go 90 here, please. Okay. Lions the basketball to start play here in the fourth quarter. They have it to our left. Eli Downen gets bumped as he drove the baseline. And the whistle on the foul is going to be on Harrisburg's Andrew Biddle.
Carterville continues their good shooting. 54% in that third quarter, only 43% for Harrisburg. And a couple of things I've noticed. Harrisburg had 15 shots in the first quarter, only 9 in the second, only 7 in the third.
Good defense by the Lions. 44-37, the Lions the lead by 7. Carterville lost 3 in a row. Oh, nice drive from Nick Laird as he gets the left-hand layup to fall. Laird, that's his second field goal of the game. Carterville's up 46-37. Back to 9. That ties the biggest lead of the game for Carterville. Gibbs, crossover dribble on the right wing. Pearson on him defensively. Gets it to Barners. Top of the key it goes. That is Watson. Haven't heard much from him here in this second half. Drive. Godsey runs right in to Nick Laird. Hits him in the face with an elbow. It was unintentional. He tried to kind of hop skip his way through into the paint. And as he did, he gets Laird right in the nose.
Yeah, he's going to have to come out.
Yeah, he
might be.
Red fluid coming from his facial area. They'll give him a towel, let him.
I think he may have busted his lip. It looks like.
So he'll have to come out of the game for Coach Shane Hawkins. They'll give him just a minute to kind of see. Here's the trainer from Harrisburg is there with Nick. Randy Smith-Peters throws his hands up, gets his team together. He wants to chat. Connor Hawkins will come in to replace Nick Laird. Let's take a break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Go 60.
Looks like there's something on the floor.
Yeah, it does. Go 90. Huh. Them's good eyes, Scott Hudson.
Was it maybe a mouthpiece? I don't know.
I think the official put something down there just so to mark the spot so that they can. Back after this. (46-39), Carterville at the 6:56 mark leads the Harrisburg Bulldogs. 46-39.
Length of the floor to go. Carterville 7-point lead.
Nick Laird continues to be tended to by the training staff here at Carterville. Nice outlet pass to Connor Hawkins from Bryce Anderson. He even gives Connor Hawkins the high five from a distance. Said, way to convert. Carterville back up 9, 48-39. Bulldogs with it. Gibbs, kick pass to the right wing. Now it's to Barners to the left wing. Gibbs, crossover to Barners in the paint, traveled with the basketball, turns the ball over, and gives it right back to the Lions.
That's 5 turnovers now for Harrisburg in the second half. Carterville only 3.
Carterville, the 9-point lead, with a bucket, can make it the biggest lead of the game. 6:15 on the clock. We'll see how this Lions team closes out this game as they turn the ball over. Pass intended for Connor Hawkins. The shot the other end from Zane Hayes. He runs over the top of Eli Downen, but Eli's the one that's going to pick up the foul.
Yep. Well, he really had no choice. I mean, he was going to try to stand there and take a charge, but Hayes had all the momentum.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by SIH. Creating a healthy Southern Illinois, made stronger by acts of caring that transforms lives. Visit their website, sih.net. Zane Hayes, the 6'2 forward, gets the first free throw to fall.
They have 10 of their points from the free throw line. That's the only thing really that's keeping them close.
Yes, it is. Carterville's up 8. With the free throw, they're up 7 now. Hayes converts both. He's got 11. Carterville with the basketball. 6 minutes remaining in this contest. Carterville being in action coming up Friday night when they host the Pinckneyville Panthers. Carson Pearson to Bryce Anderson. Toward the left, the far corner. Anderson crossover, takes it to the hole, puts the shot up, partially blocked. Here comes Gonzi away with it the other way. The ball slapped from behind, goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Bulldogs.
Coach Hawkins was at one end of the bench, ran to the other end of the bench, screaming at the official. There should have been a foul.
Slapping foul from behind.
Against on Anderson, but not going to get that call changed.
48-41. Barners puts the shot up. He goes out of bounds. It's going to be off the hands of Eli Downen. Scott and I will have final conference game of the season coming up Friday night, buddy. And wouldn't it be nice if the Lions could upset Pinckneyville, and that would give the conference title to the Nashville Hornets? Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, that would be something. Of course, I don't think Pinckneyville is going to play again until Friday night. They're coming off that big win over Nashville. Maybe they're best time to catch them.
The overtime winner, the last second tip in by Dre Scott in overtime. Get Caden Hawkins, get that board and pull it down. Kicks it out, cross court pass intended for Eli Downen, and he gets body checked by Zane Hayes. Hayes just picked up foul number 2, and that's going to be team foul number 4 on the Bulldogs, and we have a 30-second timeout. 50-45, the Lions lead the Harrisburg Bulldogs here on News Radio WJPF. Okay. Welcome back to Davenport Gymnasium at Harrisburg High School. Dave McKenzie alongside Scott Hudson. Carterville has a 5-point lead. Scott 50-45 at the 4:06 mark.
Take care of the basketball, run clock. You know, you don't have to score quickly. You just got to take care of the basketball.
Nashville Hornets defeat the Harrisburg Lady Bulldogs 44-36 in the second semifinal as Garvey gets the bucket underneath for the Lions.
Great pass from down at the top of the key.
So that sectional final is going to feature the Carterville Lions and the Nashville Hornets at Carterville High School Thursday night at 7 o'clock. A whistle and a foul on the far sideline on the Harrisburg Bulldogs. They're going to give that to Zane Hayes. That's the third foul on Hayes, the fifth team foul on the Bulldogs. Carterville's basketball, 3:40 remaining now. As Scott said, run clock. Get a good shot. 52-45, a 7-point lead for the Lions. Downen takes it into the paint, off the glass, too strong. Rebound to Barners for the Bulldogs. Quickly, here comes Godsey. Look at him go. Man, he's got good speed, but great defense by Bryce Anderson. Gets the ball, outlet pass to Garvey. He's fouled from behind, hits the floor, slides about 5 feet. And Godsey, he's a little bit shaken up for the Bulldogs. We'll see who the officials are going to call the foul on.
A lot of bodies on the floor, I know that.
They didn't call a foul at all.
Nope.
Ball just goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lions. Good sequence there by the Lions defensively. Down and way out high. Godsey comes out to defend him. Now to Bryce Anderson. 3:10 remaining in the game. Carterville a 7-point lead. Trying to put this one away. Bryce Anderson, left-hand layup is partially blocked. And that is going to be on Darian Barners, foul number 4 on Barners. And team foul number 6 on the Bulldogs.
And this will be the 9th free throw attempt tonight for the Lions.
And for my partner, the St. Louis Blues up 2-0.
That's good.
5:27 in the third.
That's good. Everything's trending the right way. Carterville, Blues.
Ice cream after the game. Doesn't get any better than that, does it, buddy?
That's what you call a hat trick.
Bryce Anderson hits the free throw. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Subway. The new Subway fresh values starting at $1.89 each. Freshly prepared right there in front of you. For a limited time at participating Subway locations. Anderson hits the second free throw as well. He's got 11 in the game. And Carterville back to that 9-point lead. They can't get much more than that. Biggest lead all night has been 9. They've had about 5 times, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Nick Laird, who's back into the game for the Lions. Foul number 3 on Nick.
Now, last thing you want to do if you're Carterville is foul and stop the clock. You're up by 9, 2:50 to go in the game. Make them earn it from the outside, not at the free throw line, where they've been very good tonight. They've made, let's see if I can count,
a bunch.
13 of 16. Make that 14 of 17 now.
That's the 14th point for Michael Godsey. That was team foul number 9. One more, that's going to put the Bulldogs in a double bonus. Second is good. Carterville just can't extend that lead more than 9. Harrisburg always gets a bucket, pulls it back to within 7. 54-47. Pass is tipped out of bounds. Good hands on the far side defensively. Michael Godsey of the Bulldogs.
Just take care of the basketball. Run clock.
2:42 showing on that clock Scott's talking about to our right. Inbound pass. A timeout is called by Shane Hawkins. We'll keep it right here. Scott, your name's Scott Hudson, right?
I think
Scott
so.
Hudson
Last I checked.
joins me here at Davenport Gymnasium. The Carterville girls, that's going to be a good matchup against the Nashville Hornets.
Mississippi rivals meet yet again. Third time this year. I think both, the two games they've played this year, the combined margin of victory is what, about
9 points.
9 points. I mean, two very close games. Boy, you know there'll be a big, big crowd there for that one.
Nashville always travels well, and guess what? The winner of that advances to the Super Sectional. That would be outstanding. You can join us at Carterville High School coming up Thursday night, and go Lions. How about that? 54-47, 2:40 remaining here in this contest. Carterville has the ball and the lead. Anderson needs to get it in, gets it to Downen, gets a left-hand layup on the inbound pass. Nicely done. The defender got lost in there, I think.
Yeah, Downen with a nice layup.
Back to a 9-point lead for the Lions. 2.5 remaining in the game. Godsey, kick pass to the baseline. Driving, Gibbs gets fouled, and that's going to be on Connor Hawkins, and that's going to be foul number 5 on Connor and Shane Hawkins. That's his own blood. Flesh and blood down there. Oh, got a break. They call it on Pearson. It's foul number 2 on Carson. Will Gibbs at the line, and wow, a rare miss from the stripe. I think that's only the 4th miss for the Bulldogs tonight.
It is. 3 in this half, only 1 in the first half.
56-47, Carterville on top by 9. Second free throw's good from Gibbs. He's got 15 for the Bulldogs to lead the Bulldogs, along with Michael Godsey. Full court pressure by the Bulldogs. Carterville breaks the press. Pearson has it on the left wing. Takes it into the paint. Gets a runner, gets the bucket, gets the foul. Oh, what a huge drive by Carson Pearson.
Oh, I think Pearson teased the defender into thinking that he wasn't going to go to the lane, and he's just going to pull it back out, and instead Pearson goes to the hole and gets fouled and going to try for the 3-point play.
The foul by Harrisburg is on Ben Brombaugh, who is into the game for the first time. Pearson hits the free throw. Wow, that was a huge play. That may be our play of the week. Coming up for Carterville, has an 11-point lead.
Biggest lead of the game at the best time of the night.
The 2-minute mark. Gibbs drives, right hand, the layup is no good. Ball's tipped around, winds up back in Gibbs' hands. Double team Lions defense. The ball's tipped out of bounds over the head of Coach Randy Smith-Peters. It's going to stay with the Harrisburg Bulldogs. Marion beat Gateway Legacy 57-47 tonight. 59-48, Carterville, the 11-point lead here. Brombaugh kicks it over to the far wing. Shot's no good. Rebound to the Lions, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on the Bulldogs' Will Gibbs.
Well, ever since the first quarter, Carterville has held Harrisburg to under 10 shots per quarter. Harrisburg had 15 in that first quarter, but they haven't done. Harrisburg had 6 offensive rebounds in the first half. Only 1 this half.
Pearson misses the free throw. Long 3 from the other end, no good. The ball out of bounds. It's going to say. Official's going to say it was off of Carterville's Caden Hawkins. Coming up, we're going to have our IBEW Local 702 post-game report. We'll talk to head coach Shane Hawkins. 59-48, a minute 40 remaining in this game. Gibbs drives the right baseline. Nice pass to Godsey. Misses the bunny. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. Gets fouled. And the foul is going to be on Carterville's Eli Downen.
Yeah, Godsey had an easy layup. Just blew it. But he did get his own rebound.
Would have been huge if the Lions could have got the rebound and taken it the other way. Godsey's free throw's good. Lions broadcast brought to you by Home Renew, serving all of Southern Illinois. Protect what matters most with Home Renew. Roofing, siding, storm damage. For peace of mind, call 694-9100 Home Renew. Godsey hits the second free throw. Carterville's basketball. Minute 25 on the clock. 59-50. Carterville the 9-point lead down and gets the bucket and the foul on the other end. What a nice drive from Eli Downen.
Well, again, Downen could have pulled the ball out, but he saw an opening. He beat his man, and I think Godsey was as surprised as anybody that he was called for the foul. But Downen's going to go to the free throw line, where Carterville is 4 of 5 here in the second half.
Zane Hayes is actually called for the foul. Downen, a chance to ice this game. Good. 3-point play from Eli Downen, 19 for the junior. 62-50. Carterville back to the 12-point lead. Step, turnover, out of bounds on the far sideline is going to give it back to the Lions. And with 76 seconds on the clock, Carterville inching closer to a big win on the road at Harrisburg. Downen triggers, gets it to Pearson. Pearson's able to dribble away. He's fouled from behind, and that's going to be on Ben Brombaugh, the junior. Foul number 2 on Brombaugh. Carson Pearson will go to the stripe. Trying to add to this 12-point lead for the Lions. Minute 15 on the clock. Carson at the free throw line to our left. Shane Hawkins asked the 4 Lions behind the shooter, come to the sideline, let's chat. Pearson's first free throw was good.
Unless something crazy happens, Carterville is going to shoot 50% or better in every quarter of this game.
Second is good from Pearson. I like seeing all these little marks in my scorebook, Scott Hudson.
Yes.
64-50. Long three from Gibbs, or just inside the three-point line, no good. The long rebound to Caden Hawkins. He throws it away. Gives it back to the Bulldogs. In the paint, spin move. Gibbs misses the layup. Gets it to Hayes. He misses. Back to Gibbs. Finally, Gibbs is able to get one to fall. 17, and it's a 12-point lead for the Lions. Under a minute to play. Downen crossover dribble into the front court. Has the ball stripped from behind. Back the other way. Right-hand layup is good from Michael Godsey, and a timeout is taken by Randy Smith-Peters. It's going to be a full. We'll take a break as well. 64-54. Carterville, the 10-point lead with 30 seconds remaining here on News Radio WJPF. Okay. (64-54), the 10-point lead for the Carterville Lions. 33.3 seconds remaining, Scott.
Close this thing out, and you've had a good win. Carterville with 2 turnovers on the last 2 possessions, which puts them at 11 now for the game. But they've shot the ball well. They've rebounded much better in the second half. Just finish this thing out, boys.
Length of the floor to go. Downen will trigger for the Lions. Gets it to a cutting Carson Pearson, dribbles off his foot, gives it back to the Bulldogs. Shot and a foul, and a blocking foul is called on Carterville's Bryce Anderson. So at the stripe will be Ben Brombaugh. Brombaugh, no points tonight. He's just come in here in the fourth quarter, and he misses the free throw. Ben Brombaugh, a 5'11 junior guard for Coach Randy Smith-Peters, who paces with his arms crossed just below us here in front of the Harrisburg bench. Second free throw from Brombaugh is good. 9-point lead, 29.1 seconds. Carterville needs to close this out. Bryce Anderson dribbles back, throws the ball off his hand. Oh, they're going to say it was tipped out by Harrisburg. And truthfully, Scott, I think we got a break there.
Well, Anderson was going north. Instead, he started going east and west, and that got him in trouble.
Downen's pass to Caden Hawkins should have dribbled out. Double team wraps him up, and a whistle and a foul from behind. They're going to call it on the Bulldogs, Will Gibbs. That's going to be foul number 3 on Gibbs, putting Caden Hawkins, who's a good free throw shooter. Shouldn't have said that because I probably just jinxed him. 64-55, 9-point lead. Lions have kept it right around 9, pretty much the second half. First free throw from Caden Hawkins is good. He's got 3. Coming up, Scott and I will name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the Game. We got several we could choose from tonight. Second from Hawkins. No good. 10-point lead, 20 seconds remaining. Bulldogs free throw jumper, no good. Put back is good. And a whistle and a timeout by Randy Smith-Peters as Andrew Biddle got the putback. And we will keep it here. We'll take a break. 30-second break. We'll return for the conclusion. Carterville leads at 65-57 here on News Radio WJPF. Outstanding. (65-57) Carterville will get the win tonight over the Harrisburg Bulldogs with 12.6 seconds on the clock. Carterville, Scott, has lost their last 3, 6 of their last 9, but boy, this was a good performance, and this is definitely going to help going into a matchup against the Pinckneyville Panthers on Friday night.
You come home finally.
Yes.
The Road Warriors come home for 2 games this weekend. Not easy games by any stretch, but a good way to finish out the roads part of their regular season schedule.
Eli down and breaks the press, can back it up. 7 seconds on the clock. Everybody's slapping around at him. He's going to hold. Carterville wins on the road 65-57 over the Harrisburg Bulldogs. Big win for the Lions. Post-game show brought to you by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Local 702 is coming up. 65-57, the final score here on News Radio WJPF. (75-57) the final score here from Davenport Gymnasium at Harrisburg High School. The Carterville Lions broke a 3-game losing streak with a win here tonight and setting them up nicely for the final conference matchup game against the Pinckneyville Panthers on Friday night at home. Saturday night, the Lions will celebrate senior night when they host the Heron Tigers. Scott, big win tonight over the Bulldogs.
Well, it was a nice win because it was a good game from start to finish for the Lions. They shot the ball very well again tonight, 50% at Sparta the other night, 56% from the field tonight. And Carterville only had 2 threes in the game. They did a lot of their damage on the inside. Harrisburg only 35% from the field. Rebounding, Harrisburg out-rebounded Carterville 28-26. They were led in rebounding by Godsey with 7. Garby led Carterville with 7. 12 turnovers for Carterville, 13 for Harrisburg. Shooting free throws, Carterville 8 of 10 in that second half, 80%. They were 12 of 17 for the game. Harrisburg, I don't have their final stats shooting free throws, but they had about 20-some-odd points from the free throw line. So this game probably wouldn't have been as close as that had they not been going to the line. But a very good effort, good game by Carterville tonight. I thought they played very well on both ends.
When you look at the scoring for first the Harrisburg Bulldogs, they were led tonight by Michael Gonzi with 19 points to lead the Bulldogs. You had Will Gibbs that added 17. Zane Hayes had 11. Also in the scorebook, Darian Barnes with 2. And let's see here, Ben Brombaugh with 1. And Andrew Biddle with 6. 57 points scored by the Bulldogs. Carterville tonight led by Eli Downen with 19 points. 2 other Lions players into double digits. How about that? Austin Garby with a strong 12 points for the Lions. He had a good game tonight.
I thought this may have been his best game in quite some time. He was very much under control on both ends of the floor. I thought he had a very good game.
Bryce Anderson added 11. Strong leadership game by Bryce Anderson tonight for the Lions.
No question. I mean, what he did on the defensive end, I mean, he added some points offensively, but, he had several steals tonight. He took at least, I think, maybe a couple of charges. So Bryce Anderson, a very good game.
Carson Pearson added 7. Nicholas Laird with 4. Connor Hawkins had 5. Caden Hawkins with 3. And Jake Hickson came in. That was nice to see him and Downen on the floor at the same time there in that first half. He added 4 to the scorebook for the Lions. Carterville gets the win, 65-57. I like that. That was a good game.
It was a well-played game by Carterville.
They needed this.
They needed that, and I saw a little enthusiasm for once on the floor. I think they really wanted this game, and you got 2 tough games coming up to end the regular season. You really need to get some momentum going into Friday night against Pinckneyville, and I thought Carterville did a very good job on both ends tonight.
Scott and I are going to take a break here on our IBEW Local 702 post-game report. When we come back, we'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the Game. It's next on News Radio WJPF. Eli, or you want to go?
I'll go Garby. Double-double. I mean, you get that out of him. That's
how many boards?
7. Well, no, it's not a double-double. What am I talking about? But he led the Lions in rebounding. Yeah.
Yeah, they fly him in, just parachutes in. And that'll get us out, right? $67-59, the Lions, 65-57, the Lions get the win at Harrisburg. Scott, let's name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal Star of the Game.
Well, in a game like this, there are obviously several options, and we talked about some of those when you were running down the scoring, but I think tonight you got to go with Garby. Double digits in points, led the Lions in rebounds with 7. 3 of those were offensive rebounds. I just thought he played a really good, solid game tonight, and Garby was a difference maker on the inside.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal, 534-8148, owned by Joe and Lindsay McCann. They've been serving Southern Illinois for over 20 years, and they specialize in commercial and residential lawn care, landscape maintenance, tree trimming, snow removal. They are a customer-oriented business and not your typical rush-in, rush-out service. Plus, they do equipment repair, bush hogging, property maintenance. Just give them a call, 618-534-8148. Austin Garvey, tonight's Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. We're going to go on and take another break here on our IBEW Local 702 postgame report. When we come back, hopefully we'll have a chance to talk to head coach Shane Hawkins at the Carterville Lions. Get the win. They snap a 3-game losing streak tonight, 65-57 over the Harrisburg Bulldogs here on News Radio WJPF.
I had a question for you. Across the way there was two folks sitting at the table. Is that the Harrisburg broadcast?
It is.
I mean, in a nice place, but it's kind of weird. They look like they're out there on the middle.
Yep, that's a good.
My other question is, why does the indoor place need windows on the roof?
Why does it need windows for what?
On the press box for an indoor.
Oh, yeah.
Position and it showed, you have windows there, like you're taking the rain out inside the building.
My opinion is they do that to aggravate broadcasters, but I may be completely wrong on that. Just a guess. Here comes Coach. (65-57), the Carterville Lions get the win on the road, snapping a 3-game losing streak over the Harrisburg Bulldogs. Coach Shane Hawkins joins us here on our post-game report. Coach, there are several ways we can go with the first question, but I think I'm going to echo post-game comments from the weekend. This was a nice heart game from your Lions.
It was. I thought we had a really good day yesterday watching film, and I think some things become a little bit more clear. Thought we played harder. Thought we played with a little bit more fire and a little bit more passion, and that's what it's about. It's we talk about our play hard all the time. To beat a team to win a game, it's got to be at 100, and I think we were 99 or 100 tonight.
Outstanding game.
Yeah, Coach, go back to the Sparta game. You shot 50% from the field for that game, had 9 threes, and still lost. Tonight, you shoot 56% from the field unofficially, only had 2 threes, but, you kept that lead anywhere from 9 to 11 points in the fourth quarter. I thought on both ends of the floor you played a very, very complete game.
Yeah, there's no question. I thought we played harder. They got guys who can make shots. It's a little bit different than what Sparta's all off the bounce. And these guys can create off the bounce a little bit, but they have guys who can make shots. And I thought we had to take advantage of trying to attack the basket. And they do some things defensively where they switch a lot of things, and it kind of gives us some bad matchups with some of the sets we ran. And the first half we said, heck with it, let's just go spread and see if we can't pound it inside. I thought Hickson had a couple of really good baskets there in the first half, and it just got to a situation in the second half where with the way the game was played, we didn't need that. We needed to be able to handle it a little bit better and spread it a little bit more and handle it. And I thought we did a really good job the second half, minus the last 2 minutes. I think we finished the game, and it's probably the coach and may be happy with the win. But it's always where can we improve on? And I thought the last 2 minutes in a 7, 8, 9 point game where it kind of gets helter-skelter, you have to be able to play and not let it get helter-skelter. And I thought we made some bad decisions, gave up a couple of and-ones at the rim. Sometimes just let it go. So let them make the layup and let the clock grind a little bit. And Had a couple probably questionable shots at about the 4-minute mark. We had a pull up 15-footer off the bounce with no passes, and then we had 3 off 1 pass. And they're both good shots in the first quarter, second quarter, probably in the third quarter. But in the fourth quarter, when one was a 7-point game and one was a 5-point game, and you miss those. They're long rebounds. They lead out to run outs on the other end, and now we're in trouble again. And but I thought we did enough. We did enough down the stretch to kind of keep them at bay, and we're not going to complain about wins, that's for sure.
Let's highlight a couple other players tonight. Strong game from Austin Garvey.
He was good. He finished at the rim. He went and got some stuff, did a better job of going and grabbing rebounds and finished at the rim. And he's in there all the time. And I thought tonight he did a better job of going to finish at the rim. And it's that plain and simple. And he's always going to play hard. You always get that. But it was good to see him get a couple balls to go in the hole for him tonight.
And Bryce Anderson, nice game, but it was the leadership that he showed tonight for this team.
And I had a talk with him on Sunday, and I think I have a really good. He lives right next to me, and I've had a really good relationship with him for a long time. And it was coach, player, but it was also mentor, and it was, what can we do to fix it? And I said the one thing with him is he has to be. He's one of those leaders that's not necessarily a verbal leader. He just kind of goes and does the right thing, and I challenged him to be more of a verbal leader and help those other guys out. Whether they're doing good or not, be able to go give them a tap on the butt or a handshake or a high five or a fist pound, and just kind of be there for those other guys and help to keep those guys up. And I thought he did a very good job. I thought it was very good and probably – and I don't really like to talk about individual players because I think it's a team sport. But I thought, we made a lineup change tonight, and I thought Carson handled it very, very well and come in and was very, very good. I thought he was tremendous. I thought he handled it. I thought he defended. I thought he made the right moves. So when people, because we talk about selling out to the team, and it's easy, especially when you're a senior and you don't go start. To pout and have bad body language and not be engaged in the game, and he was 150% the other way. And it's rarely do we single out guys in the locker room, and we singled out him tonight because I thought his body language and the way he handled that was tremendous. And I think the other guys saw that and fed off of it.
And Carterville struggled closing out games, and I got to tell you, Carson Pearson probably had the play of the game, closing it out. He had the ball inside the arc. Head fake to the outside. The defender bit. He was able to get the layup, and that put that league back up to, I think it was 9 at that time.
It's one of those things we've talked about there for probably late to January. He just wouldn't go attack, and I think he was afraid to maybe make the wrong play. And it's like, just if you're aggressive and you're attacking, you're making the right play, we're going to live with it. And I think he got so apprehensive about being afraid to make a mistake. And it's like, just play. Just, don't worry about making a mistake. Go play. And if it's the right play, if it doesn't go in, it doesn't go in. And if it's the wrong play, we'll figure it out. And I thought absolutely, because it was the defense had kind of got back, but nobody had really stopped the ball. We're wanting to run clock or take a point-blank layup, and he was able to get through there. And not only did he get the rim, he got the foul and made the basket, and kind of gave us a little bit more sense of relief, spread that lead out again, and made it where it was a little bit more comfortable.
And also, when you had that 9 to 11 point lead there in the fourth, when they did foul you, 8 of 10 from the free throw line in the second half. That's how you close out a game.
Yeah, and that's what, if you're going to win games, you're going to win championships. You have to finish the last 3 minutes of the game or 4 minutes of the game, and we turned it over a couple times and made a couple of silly fouls on that end. But if we didn't get a point-blank layup, Eli got one, Carson got one. We were able to get the guys that we want to have the ball at the free throw line, and you go 8 of 10, and you can live with 80% of the free throw line.
Let's look ahead quickly, Coach, to this weekend. Wrap up the regular season at home.
Yeah, it's we just told our seniors, you got 2 games left. You got 2 regular season games left. That's it. You're guaranteed Monday, and after that, that's it. But I thought we had, the right mentality to come on the road tonight, and you get a chance to go play on your home floor the last 2 times, and for those seniors, they came in with me. We came in when they were freshmen, and it's that emotional part of being a senior and being senior night, and obviously Friday night we have a tough one in the Panthers, and we have to continue to make strides and do things the right way and be better Friday night when we walk out of there than we are right now, and then we'll get ready for Saturday, and we'll come in and get ready for the regional over the weekend.
Congrats on the win tonight, 65-57.
We'll take it. Thanks, guys.
Coach.
I want to say before I get off here too, congratulations to Coach Crane and the Lady Lions. That's tremendous, and at least our guys will get to be there on Thursday night when hopefully I don't know who they play. Harrisburg.
Nashville.
So Nashville won. Yeah. I knew it. I heard the score one time. Harrisburg. You come back and got the lead. So we'll get a chance to see those ladies on their home floor for the last time, and I think it's something tremendous for our community to host a sectional, whatever sport it is, but you host a sectional where you get teams they're playing for, they're in the Sweet 16 right now, so you're hosting that, and it's even better when you're hosting a sectional and you're playing in it. So we get that. I hope our community, we have